Hey guys, what's up? So before we get started here, I just want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I talk about a wide variety of things. I do a lot of vlogs, I do crafts, which I'm working on getting back into. I just have to get my budget back to where I can afford to do that. So if you guys have stuff you want to send to me, comment below. If you're like not using some stuff, I can I have a friend who has a PO box, and she was like, you can use that. So anyways, in honor of Shark Week, I thought I would talk about my own shark interaction, I guess is what you would call it. So as you guys have probably gathered from if you've watched my videos before, I have lived kind of all over. Just, I haven't went too far west. The furthest west I think we've been is Arizona, and that's not very far west. So but all along kind of the East Coast ish, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But the last place we lived was right next to Hilton Head Island. So before we moved there though, I worked for Home 2 Suites by Hilton. I had to think about that, my bad guys. And so when you're an employee of Hilton, if there's extra rooms that haven't been sold, you can get them for a discounted rate. I don't know that I'm allowed to say how cheap, but if you're a traveler, get a job there. Like, when you take your time off, you'll be able to actually afford to go cool, fun places, especially if you go during off seasons. That is the best time to do it. So unless you have like kids or something, yeah. Anyways, so we were going down there to kind of check out where we were trying to move to and all that. And so we finally found like the beach that was our spot. And after we moved there, we went to the beach a couple weeks after, because the day after we moved there, we were evacuated for a hurricane. So we'll go into talk about that another time. But so yeah, that happened. And we get to the beach, and I am swimming. Like, I go out into the ocean past where the waves are really happening, and I'm just swimming around, and I dive under to try to like pick up the different seashells. I held a live sand dollar that was so awesome. But like, I didn't ever take any of them home unless they were like washed up on shore and clearly already dead. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound really harsh or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't take anything unless it was already not living, and even if I saw somebody else bring it out and set it down, I would just take it back out to the water with me. You know what I mean? Just being a decent human being, you guys, they are actually living creatures. So when you take them out of there, they're basically suffocating to death. They don't know how to adapt to our environment. So I'm going out there, and I start to come closer. Me and my dad are hanging out, talking, trying to jump the waves. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Like, as it's coming, you try to jump up so that it doesn't get in your eyes as much. And it's just a lot of fun too. So the first thing that happens is I feel this really bad pain on my leg, like really, really sharp. So I don't scream or anything. I don't even know why I didn't, because it hurt. It hurt so much. And I run out, and I have like these lines all across my leg. And so during the summer, the major beaches like that have lifeguards. So I went to the lifeguard, and I was like, hey, what do I need to do? What is this? And he was like, oh, it's a jellyfish sting. No worries. And so actually what he told me to do was use vinegar. So anyways, he shows me how to treat it and all that. I go back out in the water, and my dad says, Victoria. And that's my full name, Victoria Christine. And I was like, what? He goes, walk straight to me. And not maybe 3 feet away from me, I could have reached out and touched him, was this shark. I've never gotten out of the water so fast, but like he was just swimming around me, swimming circles. Apparently, like I almost got eaten by a shark. And I was like, Mom, did you see the shark that was next to me? Like, I was excited about it. And my dad's like, stop screaming shark in the middle of the beach. Like, but I was so excited. I was like, wow, did you see that? I got stung by a jellyfish and almost got ate by a shark. Like, anyways, it was just a lot of fun. And then also out there, completely not shark related, they're like hermit crabs, and so they're really fun to catch and you can hold them in your hand. But like hermit crabs that are there by the ocean, you shouldn't be taking those home, just because you can't provide the environment unless you have like all the stuff to make the saltwater solution, to keep up with them just in general. Like, you have to make sure that you're well prepared. And also in most places, I know on Hilton Head it was like up to, or maybe it started at least a $500 fee for taking a living animal away from its home, basically. So like I said, we never did it. I did take lots of pictures though, lots of pictures. I dropped my phone into the ocean one time. Thank you God that it did not break it. It's this phone that I'm recording on right now, since I don't have money to buy my SD card right now, so that's what we're working with still. I'm sorry, you guys. I will eventually get one, but yeah. So we're getting there, and it's going to be awesome once we finally get everything done. But anyways, it was so much fun. I love the beach. I love the ocean. And it's really funny because before this, I was terrified to go swimming anywhere. Like, I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but I had found out about this disease that somebody got, and basically I found out later that it was like in a muddy creek and they had an open cut, and but I was just like sure, even at the chlorine pools, that I was going to catch it. And then for some reason the ocean was just like, okay. I went out there my very first time in the middle of the night, because our hotel was like, if you were driving it was like 3 minutes, and if I walked it was like 20-30ish. It just kind of depended on how fast I was walking. But my brother went out there with me because I really wanted to go, and my mom was like, no, you're not going out there by yourself, which I understand. But of course I was like, oh, come on. Anyways, it was so much fun. And yeah, anyways, that's it for today's vlog. I just thought I'd share with you guys like how I almost got ate by that shark. Do keep in mind that sharks are a lot like snakes. You give them their space, they'll give you your space. You just kind of walk away slowly, because when you start flapping your arms all crazy and legs, then they think you are like a fish or something. That kind of mimics some similar movements in some cases, so you just have to be really careful, and just like not panicking, which I know that's easier said than done, because I definitely ran out of the ocean. Like, I was like, bye. But yeah, and if you are at a beach and see one, or think you see one, definitely let the lifeguard know, if there is a lifeguard on duty at that time, and they can make double check and see if it really does have the characteristics of a shark, and evacuate everybody out of there, or at least to a shallower space, because that's usually what happens, is they just have you come in like really close for a little while until he just goes on about his life. The shark attacks that we had there, though, like, maybe required stitches. Like, they were not super aggressive sharks, thank goodness. But anyways, guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything you want to see or want me to talk about, definitely hit me up. I am open to trying new things, because this girl only works 12 hours a week officially. I am partnering with my dad in one of his startups, so hopefully that goes good. Wish us luck, guys. Bye.